Alright, so we have this theme button, and when we click it, it changes the themes. Yeah, so hope that gives you epilepsy. Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to use Angular custom theming. So this will include defining your own theme, changing themes, and also making your theme apply to custom elements. So if you haven't seen my video on how to make a homepage in Angular, if you follow that, you'll get a website that looks something like this. I've removed the theming from it. I commented out this line, so we're going to be adding our theming back. Also, the only thing I've done since then is I changed all of the CSS files from CSS to SCSS. So make sure you do a global search and you replace all the occurrences of CSS with SCSS. There's also a place in the Angular CLI where you have to change the styles and the style extension. Make sure to change those as well. And the reason we need to do that is because our theming code can only be written in SCSS. So the first step is we need to import two things. We need to import the Angular material theming and mat core. Okay, the next thing we need to do is we need to define an actual theme here. And the way we're going to do that is using an SCSS variable. So I'm going to make a variable here called default theme, and that is going to be a Angular material light theme. You can choose light or dark here. And then I'm going to choose some colors: gray, amber, and red. Alright, the next thing that we need to do is we need to define a theme selector which will pull in our theme and apply it to Angular material elements. So our navbar and any other Angular material elements which support styling, they will pull in this theme that we've defined and use it. The only thing we have to do to make it work is copy this default theme selector and put it as a class on the index.html on the body tag. So class equals default theme. So now that we have that, we should actually see that our site loads our theme, and indeed it does. It has the gray. We're not using anything with an accent here, but we can try putting a button on the main page. On the home page, we can just put a button here. A raised button. And we'll make it say button. Okay, let's make sure that puts the button there. Oh, I'm on the about, so let's go to home. So there's the button. Now to color it, all we have to do is say in here, color equals, and then here can go one of three things, either warning, accent, or primary. So I'm going to put accent, and that should make it this second color, the amber, and indeed it does, so it's amber. So remember, the colors go primary, accent, and then warning. The next thing that we could do is we can make it so we can switch themes. So all we need to do in order to do that is make a second theme and call it dark theme or something. And I'll change the matte light theme to matte dark theme. And then we can change the colors as well. Purple and blue. And then what we need to do is make another selector for the dark theme, call it dark theme, and here we need to make sure to use the dark theme. Alright, and that won't work yet until we change the index.html class to be dark theme. So now if we go back to the page, we should see that it's dark. Alright, it changed our theme, but if you notice, the body didn't change its background. And that's because the body isn't an Angular material element, so it doesn't know about our themes. So what we need to do to fix that is go back over here to our styles, and we need to define a mixin. And we're going to put that mixin up here somewhere. And this will be for global styling. So if you notice, this global theme mixin takes as a parameter a theme, and then it extracts some the primary and then the accent and the warning, as well as the foreground and the background colors for the target theme. So what we can do is here inside of dark theme, we can include our global theme mixin and then pass it dark theme. Okay, so that will make it so that anything we put inside of here, this global theme, that'll be included inside of dark theme. Okay, and then what we want to do is inside of this global theme here, we just put a selector for whatever element we want to grab. So for us, that would be the content class. So we'll just put this here, content, and then you just say background color is matte color background, and then you pass it background one more time. So now you can see that the background has changed colors. We also probably want to change the text color, so we can say color is foreground, and then there's a text property here. Alright, and then this, I'm wondering what this is at the bottom. Looks like our page just doesn't stretch that big, so I'm going to modify it to stretch that big. So I'm going to go to the app component SCSS, and then make the content stretch height of 100%. I'm also going to go up here and change the body to take a height of 100 VH, which stands for view height. And that's just a quick way to make it span everything, basically. Anyway, so the rest is just like basic CSS styling, but you can see that everything is themed in here. We can target this link here and change that color too. So to do that, we just go in here and then we target all A tags, and then we change their color to be whatever we want. We could have it be the primary color, that'd be kind of cool. So here we just put primary, and then the link is now purple. Yeah, so also you may have noticed that this code is inside of the main global styles. If you want to, you can take code like this and put it in a corresponding like about.component.theme.scss, and then include its own one of these, or make its own mixin, include that file here, and then add another line here, which will just include whatever mixin you imported. Yeah. So as far as switching between light and dark themes goes, all you have to do is change the class on the body. So we can do that really easy inside of our home. We have this button here. I'm just going to make the button change the theme. So I'm actually going to put the button in the app, and I'm going to put it up here and call it theme. And then when you click this, I'm just going to call a function called change theme. And then inside of the TypeScript, I'm going to make a function here called change theme. Okay, so in here, I'm going to check the body for whichever class it contains, either default theme or dark theme. So if document.body.classlist.contains default theme, then I'm going to say document.body.classlist.remove default theme. And I'm going to add the other one, which is dark theme. And we just have the opposite of this down here. So otherwise we know it contains dark theme, so we're going to remove dark theme, and we're going to add default theme. Alright, so let's see what that does. Alright, so we have this theme button, and when we click it, it changes the themes. Yeah, so hope that gives you epilepsy. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more videos like this.